This is set to be the last of like these daily pre-recorded things for kind of two reasons. The first is that I'm getting a dental surgery tomorrow, and this is as far out as I'm scheduling them, so my expectation is I'm not really going to want to be talking that much to kind of keep things going. And then the second is that, quite frankly, I'm running out of good ideas, and in this case, I think quality has suffered a bit, and so we're not going to do quantity in the face of a drop in quality. And so, in any case, there's a couple of series that I have planned that maybe won't be these daily things that I guess that'll be coming up, and potentially I can continue some of these when I do get better ideas. In any case, I'm completely out of ideas, and so we're turning to AI for what to talk about. And in this case, the suggestion is the psychology of player decision making. Complex mental processes behind strategic choices in Dominion are explored. I don't know. I don't feel like it's that complex. Well, some things are complex. A lot of the annoying things are more counting. I feel like a lot of it's just kind of empirical, though, you get this, but, if you ever wonder why you make the strategic moves you do in Dominion, personally, I don't. It's not something I think about. Apparently we're going to dive into hidden mental shortcuts and complex decision-making frameworks that underpin every single choice, I make in the game, which, I don't know. Apparently you're supposed to prepare to understand your own brain in a whole new way, but quite frankly, I don't think I have the degrees to be doing that. In any case, let's see what we're going to talk about here. The first buy fallacy. Initial card choice determines the entire game flow. I mean, your opening matters a lot. Like, if you do the wrong thing there, you're often going to suffer quite a bit. Your opponent does whatever. Pressure of immediate impact versus long-term synergy. Usually in the opening, you're going for immediate impact. The thing with the long-term synergy stuff is that, if you develop your deck really, really well right away, you can add this long-term synergy stuff much more easily a little bit later. And so that's good. Shiny new toy effect. This happens a lot with new expansions. I mean, you have to figure out what they're doing. I mean, this is actually a good thing. You don't want to be doing the shiny new toy forever, but at some point you do have to, figure out how the card works, and the only way to do that is to play with it. So, if there is a shiny new toy, I strongly suggest buying it. I don't know that there's really a psychological hurdle to the first initial card choice. I mean, you just kind of look at it, and you rely on your experience to know, this is what's going to get me the fastest, into a good place the fastest. Again, rely on experience. Engine versus rush conundrum. This isn't really a versus thing. You are playing the engine really a lot of the time, except when it doesn't exist. There's a few, rushes. I've had the Guildhall video lately where, it's something that is going to outrace this, but the reality is that these days, most engines that you can build are actually going to be faster than kind of rush money things. In any case, that's what the debate is. Do not pivot. Always double down on your strategy. If you are starting to do money, do not try to go into the engine. You will lose to the engine. If you're starting on engine, generally you can't really move into money because you're just at that point behind where you need to be. The emotional impact of a successful rush in a stalled engine. Yeah, these things suck. If you're doing an engine and you get beat up by some dumb strategy that you hate, it sucks. It is going to kind of mess you up going forward, probably. Alright, hand reading game. Decipher an opponent's strategy based on their buys and discards. I don't think that this is really a thing, especially since usually we're playing through the screen. Maybe if we were playing, physically, you could look at them and you could, see them sweating or something, as they buy, and you're going, oh man, they have a lack of confidence. Maybe they're thinking about pivoting and I'm going to win this game, but I don't think so. Predicting opponents' moves is usually a good thing. I mean, you want to know what your opponent's doing, and trying to figure out what they're going to do next is one of the reasons that is one of the ways that you can really keep track of, what's in their deck. and what their capabilities are. And so, this is something that I like to try to actively do. Not so much to impact my own decision making. I mean, sometimes it's good, like if they do something unexpected, like, oh shoot, there's a combo that I missed. Fortunately, I'm still building, a reasonable deck, so probably I can adapt to that too. But, predicting opponents' moves, I think is a good thing. The escalating tension as provinces dwindle, it's a pressure cooker, really. Psychological shift from planning to immediate execution. I mean, I think most of the planning can be done really early in the game, and then a lot of it's execution tactics. The panic buy phenomenon, why players often make irrational choices under endgame pressure. They see the provinces going down. This actually is kind of a thing that happens a lot, is people see the province going down and suddenly they go, oh, I need to buy a province, when that's often not going to be the thing that really makes their deck continue to work and eventually win in the end. Like, if you feel like you desperately need to buy a province because the game is ending on you, surely you've already lost most of the time. Like, it means that your deck didn't develop fast enough. So really, in this case, like when you feel that way, the better thing is often just going to be to kind of stay the course. Let's see. Understanding victory point threshold and turn economy. I mean, yeah, you have to know this stuff. It goes back. Know what your opponent can do, and you'll adapt because of it. And then last, external factors like player reputation, past matches, and even personal biases influence in-game choices. The impact of tilting. Oh man. Yeah, tilting is impactful. Player reputation is a funky thing. There's this tournament, like the masked thing, where you don't actually know what a person is, although at some point, like, if you advance far enough, it's like, okay, this person is good. I don't know how much this really does. Like, I know when I've been underperforming against people, but I don't know that it really changes my in-game stuff. It just makes me even sadder when I continue to lose to them if that happens. And I mean, oftentimes the reason that you'll take like a really lopsided match score, I mean, it takes both skill, but it also takes some amount of bad luck. And so, if that happens, like the future is just like, well, probably that's not going to happen again in the future because there's all these nasty things that needed to happen. And then cultivate a resilient mindset. Yeah, I think that would be a good thing if you could actually do it, but I can't. I mean, I don't think that's really a realistic thing. Yeah, I mean, if bad stuff's happening to you, bad stuff's going to happen to you, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it. And resiliency is a fun thing to say, but I don't think it actually happens, or at least not for me. Maybe I'm not that resilient. Oops.